Good day, everyone. It's Oranje 28 coming at you with the September 10th games for New York Times. I'm going to apologize in advance that unfortunately the video I did for these puzzles corrupted. Wordle Strands and Connections. I have the results here, but the actual original recording I don't have. Like I said, it's corrupted. I'll try and go over basically what I said, but I mean, you've all done the puzzle. I can basically say my thought process. But you've seen, so many of my videos. Follow the bouncing ball, right? So, especially with Wordle. Strands, I mean, I did it, but when I clicked on it here again, because there's no stats, it let me do it again. But anyways, so for Wordle, I had a 5. Yeast, of course, is the word today. I thought I'd try the ER trap, the 2 E's, and that there actually was 2 E's. I tried renew because I'm in hard mode, and then I got that in there. And then for the 4th word, I tried repel because it made sense to me. And then once the L locked in, it was either rebel or rebel. Rebel, and rebel was the more common word, so that's what I went with, and that was the answer. So I got a 5. I could have potentially had a 6. But I squeaked out the 5. So that's the story of my Wordle. Strands, I mean, yeah, I did it. I know the answers. I actually had a pretty good story about the answers here. I'll just talk about it while I find the answers here. So, yeah, foxtrot, salsa. Okay. I'll just quickly go through all this. But yeah, so essentially in university I did a dance class because I did sport and physical education. So I had to do a dance class for some credits. So while some of you are doing, quantum mechanics and really abstract physics, I was dancing. I was doing foxtrot, the Charleston, the 2-step, things like that. So that was a lot of fun. What do we got here? Ballroom. It's ballroom dances. That's what it was. Okay, so that, yeah. I actually had a great time with that. I had somebody else who was in my program that danced with me. She was kind of a type A personality, so for her to give up the lead for the dancing was quite funny. But at the time, I was dating my now wife, and luckily they were friends, so it wasn't too bad. But it's kind of funny to dance with somebody that's not your significant other more than you ever danced with your actual significant other, right? So I know it's not as good of a story as I told the first time, but that's basically the gist of it. But anyways, yeah, that was a fun puzzle. I liked all these dances, the waltz, the foxtrot. I mean, that was 20 years ago, right? So yeah, it's funny to see a bunch of muscly 21 and 22-year-olds doing these intricate dances, right? So that was a good time. Anyways, I talked my way through that one. So yeah, connections. This was a lot of fun. I was able to get it with no errors, as you can see. That I have a 100% win rate, but and that's even going past this day. So I know it's sort of giving a spoiler for later days, but I think most days I probably ace it anyway. So you can still watch those videos and connections anyways, but I don't think I'm giving too much away. It's not giving away the puzzle. It's just the fact that I got them all right? Correct. So yeah, transfer, that was pretty straightforward for me. It's like, I said it was like a relay. You just pass the baton, you deliver it, you give it, you hand it off, so to speak. So that was pretty straightforward. The one I said for varieties was like the spice of life. It takes all kinds, all sorts, all stripes, all types to make the world go round. So it's like the spice of life. I didn't say varieties, but like that people that contribute to a diverse society. I pretty much said so. Varieties. I couldn't think of varieties at the time. Things with kings was interesting. I was debating whether checkers had kings or queens. but I recalled later on that it is kings for checkers. I know. Um, I wasn't sure if it was kings or queens. I've never really said. Actually, yes, I have said king me when playing checkers before. So yeah, I should have clocked into that at the time, but I didn't. Decks of cards I knew had kings. Monarchy said kings, obviously. And I put NHL in there because I knew that A to F, percentage, stars, and thumbs didn't have kings. So I just put in NHL as a filler. So like I know that's not going to be in with the other four. And then once I clocked in, I'm like, oh, Kings, the LA Kings. But I actually watch NHL, but I just don't watch the Kings that often, I guess. They're not really in the news too much. And then as soon as I saw A to F, I knew it was something to do with grading or teaching. So like I said, things that are put on a kid's submission to the teacher, a project or a test or something, like the teacher would put A to F, a percentage, stars, or like a thumbs up or something. But I didn't say it was specifically a rating system. But it's on a kid's paper, right? A kid's submission, their project. So I think it was in the right ballpark. And as far as New York Times cares, as long as you don't get an error, you've got 100%, right? So they don't care what order you get it in or what you name it. It's just grouping the 4 groups of 4 to make the 16 words, right? Anyways, that's sort of a recap of what I did. I apologize again for the footage, being spoiled, or you know what I mean. But anyways, the reason I did put a video on today is that I do have the extra puzzles. Otherwise, I would just probably skipped it because this isn't that exciting. But yes, the additional connections custom puzzles will be coming up shortly, so I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we are back with Fiona Plate's debut puzzle on the channel. Hopefully you all had a chance to solve it if you wanted to, and now you can watch my attempt. Alright, let's get into it with Apollo, Aphrodite, Gemini, Peppa, Ulysses, Daniel, Mars Express, Flare, 93 million, Solar Power, Lila, Aries, Hephaestus, Pioneer 10, Becky, and Athena. Alright, well, alright, where do I start here? Oh, there's the puzzle from yesterday, the bonus content. Alright, so Apollo. Now, what I'm noticing is that we have some Greek gods, or gods in general, probably Greek gods. Aphrodite, Aries, Hephaestus, Athena, and perhaps Ulysses. Not sure about Ulysses. Okay, 93 million is very interesting. I do recall that 93 million miles from Earth is the sun. So we could be talking about the sun, and having flare and solar power also leads me to that belief. So let's start there. Okay, what else about the sun? So I think we're going to have some sort of space missions by NASA, as well as Greek gods, and perhaps some other space missions. So we could have sun facts, we could have NASA missions, we could have Greek gods, and then there's some other random category in here with Peppa, maybe Daniel, Lila, and Becky. Okay, well that one kind of pops right out to me. The only Peppa I know is Peppa Middleton and Peppa Pig, because I do have kids. So, Lila sounds like it could be a kid's cartoon character. Daniel Daniel Rabbit or Daniel Bear, something like that. I haven't heard of Daniel. Becky, I have no idea. Children's cartoon characters on TV shows. Cartoon characters on TVs, on kids shows, I guess. Yeah, that might be our fourth category. So let's. I don't see any crossover with this with anything else, so let's try this. Main character names in PBS kids shows. Well, I don't watch PBS. I don't have cable, so I think just knowing Peppa Pig is good enough. I think I got the kids shows part of it, which I think is the main indicator there. So you know what? Judge me as you will. All right. So that's out of the way. Not that it was crossing over anyways, I don't think. Unless there's some special mission that I don't know about or some sort of Greek god. Maybe Lila. Lila sounds like it could be something like Athena or Ares. Maybe I got lucky there. Okay. So yeah, the sun stuff. 93 million solar power, the flare. So the question is, which one went to the sun? Pioneer 10, Apollo, Gemini, or Ulysses? Would they name something Ulysses that they sent up? They might. Boy, I almost have to be a space travel or NASA fanatic to get this one. If Tiger Boy takes us on, I'm sure he'll ace it in 2 minutes, but I don't think the rest of us are really that well versed on it, as far as I can tell. I'm not anyways. Okay, I've heard of Apollo 13. I'm not sure exactly what they were trying to get at there. I know they had a slingshot around, or Apollo 11 maybe. One of the two. They had a slingshot around either the moon or the sun, I think. But this is just Apollo in general. Yeah. I think we'd be better off going for the Greek gods. Athena for sure, Aphrodite, Ares. I know the Gemini was a space travel thing. I haven't heard of Ulysses. Well, maybe Hephaestus. I don't know if Hephaestus would be the. I think Hephaestus was the god of wine or something. Aphrodite's of love. Athena, I think, is Zeus's something to do with Zeus, and Ares is the god of war. So let's go with these. These are Greek gods. Greek gods. Okay, that was purple. All right. Okay. So now the question is, of these four, or these five, well, I can confidently say probably Bars Express wasn't anything to do with the sun. Pioneer 10, Ulysses, Gemini, and Apollo. This is going to be a completely random guess, I think. Although, I do for some reason think Apollo had to do with the sun. I think there's something about the sun with these Apollo guys. Having watched that movie. Something with the sun. Sun facts or something like that. Apollo was going to the sun. Yeah, let's just try it. Might as well start with this one. If I get one wrong, so be it. Sun-related factoids. Things connected to the sun. Yeah, that's lucky. And I don't think all of these were going to the same place. Mars Express, Gemini, Ulysses, and Pioneer 10. These are just probably just NASA missions in general. Okay. Boy, that one was mentally draining. I'll tell you what. Okay, well, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the puzzle. Everything today, the Wordle strands of connections, this solve, and I'll catch you for more tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.